I'm Adrianne and this is my story. I grew up in Tulsa in a single-parent home with my mom. She raised me, my brother, and my sister. We all have different dads, and they weren't really active in our lives at the time. My mom had a sickness, and that was that she was addicted to prescription pills. She died of an overdose whenever I was 15 years old, and after that, we moved to Texas with my little sister's dad. About 2.5 years later, after living there, my grandma passed away. And that was really hard for all of us to deal with because we had just got used to the fact of my mom being gone. After that, I started doing my own thing and, going out a lot and partying and drinking and not really caring about, anything but what was going on in my life. And then shortly after that, me and my brother and my sister all went our different ways. He moved back to Tulsa and got married. My little sister stayed and moved to North Texas with her dad, and I stayed in Houston. Whenever I lived by myself, I got into just constantly going out, drinking, and hanging out, just living for myself, and that was really it. Me and my dad's relationship started blossoming, and he would call me every week and we would have Sunday school over the phone. On May 18th, he decided to drive down to Texas. He thought that it just couldn't wait, that it was a perfect time, and he took an 8-hour drive to Houston, and he shared the gospel with me, and that night led me to Christ, and I came to know my Savior. And since then, a lot of things have changed for me. My whole outlook on my life and on everything, television, the way people talk, everything. My outlook has changed. And I quit my job in Houston. I moved to Oklahoma. I got a new job. I started college. I completely changed my life. And I know that none of this would have been possible without God in my life. I didn't have the courage, and I didn't have the strength, and I didn't have the patience to do any of this. I feel like a new person. I live a lot simple life, clean. I'm healthier than I've ever been. My relationship with my family is better than it's ever been. Sometimes I now look back on my life and I have a better understanding of why all things good and bad happen. I know that God sees the bigger picture. He doesn't only see my present, but He sees my future. And so I'm learning how to step back and just let Him have control. And because I know once you have Him, that everything else just falls into place. I'm Adrianne. That's my story. What's yours?